go ahead and finish up, and while you're finishing up, we're going to get started tonight. We have a lot of different awards and different people need to speak. We'll start out with football for Richardson.
First off, I want to call out my staff, Joe Baker, Greg Norwood, Coach Scarborough, Mr. Scarborough, new principal appointment. Congratulations. Chuck Cross, Tyler Shepard, Eric Cross, and Coach Wilson. They do a great job. They do a great job with your kids, they always have. I want to thank Coach Scarborough for his 6 years at Ashdown, first thing, and congratulations on your new job. And you've done a great job here. We know you'll do a great job performing. And Coach Wilson, since 1989, been in Ashdown Purple, and retiring this year, 30 years in Ashdown. He has mentored a lot of young men coming through the program. You've done a great job, Coach Wilson. Thank you. So, we had some all-conference guys, and then we have a Panther Award, and then we have a Brandon Burlesworth Award tonight. So the way they do it in football is they actually do the top 11 guys are first team all-conference, the second 11, and I mean, they do every position now. So there's 4 DBs, and then the 5th DB gets second team all-conference, it's like that. So they actually do teams. But our first award for second team all-conference is a really good football player for us and had a great year, Shontori Montu. Our next award goes to an old lineman. He was third team all conference, Tyler Burns. Tyler's going to SAU. So make sure you follow the wheel ride. Right, Coach Baker? We had another third team D lineman, Anthony Hopkins. And then we had an all-conference, all-state. He was put up for all-state award, and he was honorable mention. Easily our best player this year, Keelan Nutt. Then, as you all know, we all give a Panther Award. The Panther Award goes to a guy that might not have been all conference, but he was something different for our team. He'd be a leader, he'd be a special guy that showed up every day and did his job and really busted his tail. And there were nights he took a beating, and I was really proud of this guy because he got stuck in a pretty tough situation, and he never said a word. He just came to practice and went every Friday night and did everything he could do to help the Panthers win. But our Panther Award, and it's more of a leadership award for me, is Bradley Bearden. Our last award is the Brandon Burlesworth Award. This is given to an old lineman that shows integrity and hard work. As you know the story of Brandon Burlesworth, he was a walk-on, so we usually try to give this to a young man that maybe the first year or second year he doesn't play as much, but the third year he sticks with the program and he does everything he can do to get on the field. And I don't think anybody that knows Cody Barton would be would not think that he deserves a Brandon Burlesworth Award from the Athletic Banquet. So, Cody, are you here?
I think there's a pair of glasses here.
Well, I got them all.
You got to put them on. Congratulations. Cody was a lineman, I promise. He's lost a lot of weight because he is enlisted in the Navy. So I'm very proud of that. They told me to go ahead and do boys track. So while I'm standing here. So track, first or second team track, first team all conference in track is if you finish first or second in the district meet. So our 4x4 team finished second and qualified for the state track meet. So our 4x4 team was Ford Young, Landon Wright, Anthony Hopkins, and Cameron Mick. Cameron also finished second in the high jump at distance, so he was off conference in 2 areas. First team all conference and finished second in the district track meet in pole vault was Ty Badger. First team all conference or district champion, indoor state shot put champion, and 3A outdoor state runner-up in shot put, Vincent Jones. In district, our relay team finished well enough to be second team all conference, our 4x1. Our 4x1 team is Jacoby Williams, Peyton Williams, Tate Hooper, and Shantori Montu. And then also Jacoby Williams also medaled in the 110 hurdles. And our Panther Award for track, again, goes for leadership and hard work, and something I was really proud of, because this young man actually helped the 4x1 team qualify, and then when a 9th grader moved up that we thought could help the team more, he never said a word. And he just let that guy take his place. I was really proud of that, because he thought it was better for the team. But our Panther Award goes to Mark Covington. AKA Little Monk. What's up? Now coming back to the mic.
New Eric Cross, one here, Eric Cross. All right, we'll move to first the golf team. Anyone members here on the golf team? I know some of the sophomores here. Stand up, please. 1, 2, 3, y'all here. Board, where you at? I know, stand up. Come on. All right. They're young. Most of them are young this year, and they're going to get better as they keep playing. A little bit different this year in the 3A level. So they're looking to start practice here pretty soon. So they start playing 1st of August. All right, basketball. We'll start with boys basketball. It's our time. If we have everyone up the basketball, senior high boys, come on up front, and I'll call your name as you're coming up front. Walk up front. John, I need you. Come on, son. All right. We should have seniors. Should be Tyler Burns. Come on up, Tyler. Yeah, you're coming up. Mark Covington, Jimmy Dunn, George Hart, Hayden Hunter, Santori Montu, Keeman Nutt, Hayden Robinson, and John Smith. That are our seniors, players, and managers, and keeps up with everything. Our juniors were Herman Benton, Torres Nelson, Delray Smith, and Lamar Wilkerson. Come on up. Sophomores, Samaji Banks, Cameron Benton, Montez Harris, Bontre Wynn, Coley Williams. Come up. There's a little 930 somewhere. Marcel Turner. Oh, Marcel here somewhere. All right, as they stand up here, guys, scoot on down. Come on down this direction. Come on. I don't care where you stand, that's fine. Coach is going to hand out, they have there's a photograph they're going to get at the state championship. Afterwards, they're also going to get, there's a letterman, and I'll call those guys out and hand it to them. There is a state championship patch. Some money was donated in the community for them to buy a patch. If you have a jacket, sew it on there. If you don't, I guess you can pin it on the wall. That's the best thing for you to the state championship. Okay? As they're passing these out, I'll go ahead and tell you the letterman, if that's what they're getting at this same time. Okay? 3-year letterman is Caden Hunter, John Smith, and Keeman Nutt, a 3-year letterman. Jimmy Dunn, Mark Covington, Lamar Wilkerson, Torres Nelson, Delray Smith, and Santori Montu were all 2nd-year lettermen. And first year lettermen were Jacoby Williams, Hayden Robinson, Montez Harris, Herman Benton, Cameron Benton, and Bontre Overwin. Anybody else? These gentlemen, as we have talked before, came to practice every day, put a little time in. We talked about it last year. They got beat by Arkansas Baptist in the quarterfinals, a game we thought we could have won. They came back, worked at it, wound up playing Arkansas Baptist again in the quarterfinals, and this time were able to win. And they were going to win the state championship game and win a state championship in boys basketball for the first time. So we're very proud of this bunch, and it's something that can take them forever. They finished number 1 in the state of Arkansas in 3A, number 5 overall, and number 26 by USA Today Hoops nationally. We do have some awards, individual awards, as they're up here. Caden Hunter was all-state this year in basketball. Lamar Wilkerson was all-state this year. Guys, come on. The Panther Award. Someone came to practice all the time. Somebody didn't look backwards and whine and cry, have feelings and worried about stuff and leaving you out. Somebody came, it didn't matter what the day was, they were ready to play. Every day. Made us better. Mark Covington. This young man came a long way, worked at it. Last year did not finish as he thought it would. Came back with a little bit different attitude. Played well in everything he had. He was 3A all-conference unanimous. He was the 3A state final MVP by the media. And that is scheming nothing. This young man, 3A all-conference unanimous, 3A all-state tournament team. He was nominated as one of the 4 guys from our league for the All-Star game, high school All-Star game. He did not get chosen, but he was nominated. He's right there, and if somebody does not make it here in a couple of weeks, he will be the first alternate. That is John Smith. Big John, I guess. All right, this young man, let me read this off. Lamar Wilkerson was Fox Sports Area All-Star Team, 42 Sports All-State, Arkansas Basketball Coach Association All-State, Bi-State Area All-Star Game, 3A All-Conference, 3A All-State, 3A All-State Tournament Team, and 3A State MVP. Another young man, Caden Hunter, Fox Sports Area Player of the Year, 42 Sports All-State, Arkansas Basketball Coach Association All-State, Bi-State Area All-Star Game, Arkansas High School Coaches Association All-Star Game participant in Conway, 7-3 All-Conference, All-State, and All-State Tournament, Caden Hunter. We have a Jalen Lewis Award that's out in the lobby of the gym, and we put a name on it every year, and it's for someone that's dedicated, stays with it, the program, no matter what, does whatever you ask to do, and it is there for everybody else. And the name that's going there this year will be Taylor Robinson. All right, I also have this that Brother Cross would like me to read. The Richard Buck Dancer Memorial sponsorship is sponsored by the Impact 2019. The scholarship for $500 will go to Jimmy Dunn. committee scholarships for $400 each, and that goes to Keeman Nutt, Mark Covington, and John Smith. And y'all need to see Brother Jim. We need to go with and talk to him about that. Okay? All right, y'all can be seated. Very good group to work with. They've set them a standard now. Now they try to see what they do with it next year. There's one person left. Probably won't stand up. My wife back there, she did all the decorations, got the tables ready. And you probably don't notice if you look at her, but at the ball game, you probably saw her from behind because she's always going outside. We get behind, she go outside. She come back in, go outside. She couldn't sit. She never knew what happened in the game. Which it doesn't matter. I don't know what happened in the last game either. Wrestling. Okay, we'll go next. Let's see.
First off, real quick, just want anybody that's here tonight that was on the wrestling team this year, can you please go ahead and stand up? Give those guys a round of applause. They're really doing a lot of hard work. They had, it was a rough year. We changed up our divisions. It's still just a rough year because it's so young. We went to state tournament. We took 5 into state tournament. 4 of them were sophomores, only 1 senior. All of them will be coming back, and I know Braden Cross, talk about him in a minute, won a medal, was our first sophomore to win a medal, and I know by the end of it he's going to have a chance to be a first state champion we've had in this program. So real quick, I want to talk about those 5 gentlemen real quick, give them their Letterman Awards for representing us in the state tournament. In the 113 pound weight class, Braden Cross. And while Braden walks up here, Coach Chaz, are you still here? Coach Chaz. Why don't you come up here and help me real quick? This is Coach Chaz, our volunteer coach that helps me out, and he's one that actually teaches me what we're doing, so there you go. In the 121 pound weight class, Lee Isham. Is Lee here tonight? Yeah, thank you. Still give him a round of applause. The 145 pound weight class this year was Grant Young. Grant got better this year. Maybe we'll get real good by the end. For the second year in a row, the 220 pound weight class, Ricky Ford. Last but not least, we've already had people talk about Cody tonight. I just want to talk about him real quick for a second. Cody been a guy who's with me for 4 years. When he first started, he couldn't really get on the mat for us at the varsity level, but he kept working every year. The last 2 years, he's been the one that's represented us as our heavyweight. Yes, heavyweight, because he'd been in the 220 pound weight class now. He probably would have won state if he'd done that like 6 months ago. But he's a great kid. Every year he just got better. Every year he kept working, and proud of his choice to serve our country in the United States Navy. I knew he's going to do an excellent job of that as well. Cody Barton. And again, before I give the microphone back over, I just want to thank Coach Chad. Don't run away yet. Okay. 6 years ago, when I was assigned the wrestling program in I think it was September, and we were starting in November. And to be honest, we have had wrestling in the state 10 years now. Is that right? 10 years. So when I was in school, we didn't have wrestling. I barely knew what wrestling was. This man has really taught me a whole lot about it. Extremely proud of his, first off, dedication to the kids. You know, he doesn't do this for any amount of money. He doesn't do this he just does this for a solid, just to give his gifts and give his time to kids that really need it. And so first off, I want everybody to give him a round of applause. As I said earlier, I am leaving to go to Foreman as a high school principal. I will be taking that job effective July 1st. I want to tell everybody in this room, whether I coached you or not, that you're in one of the best places there is. And I really believe that deep down in my heart. This is home for me. And I'm going to miss the people, the relationships I built over 6 years here. And I'm proud to say that I'm a Panther and that I graduated from here, and I'll always be a Panther because of that. And I want to thank my fellow coaches. I've been great to work with. Thank the administration, thank the school board, thank our principals, thank everybody involved, and most of all, thank the kids. We're here for y'all, and y'all make it a pleasant place to work. I can tell you that. Love y'all.
Coach Shepard, you come up, Tyler Shepard. We hired Tyler Shepard this year as a pitching coach, and since I've been here 5 years, he took over the pitchers, and they had the lowest ERA in the last 5 years, with a 2.3 ERA, and it was a lot easier on me because in the last 2 years I've been doing all aspects, hitting, pitching, and defense. So having him take over for the pitchers, it just helped out a lot, and took a lot off my shoulders. So if y'all give him a round of applause. If I could have the seniors stand up, Bradley Beard, Benjamin Burchard, Coleman Newberry, Cody Flowers, Weston Lawrence, Keeman Nutt, and manager Trevor Cooper. Stand right there, Trevor, don't move. These guys, three of them are new, but the base, the foundation of 4 of them, 94 wins in 4 years. That's pretty good. 22, 25, 26, and 21. This year we started out 9-7, and when we were 9-7, we had no idea where we were going. Like, we didn't have an identity. We didn't know what was going to happen. We got beat by Prescott, which I don't know if you've seen Prescott play baseball lately. They're not very good. And we had a little come to Jesus meeting, and since that point we went 12-2, and they hit 351. They were hitting 210 at that point. So super proud of how the guys responded, and the seniors couldn't be more proud of them. If these guys could come up here, Benjamin, Will, Bradley, Cody, Brett Bond, and Weston Lawrence. You guys can sit down. Y'all come up here for a second. I want to say something about Keenan too. I don't know if y'all know this, but he's the first one. He's the first kid in a while. I don't know the last one, but he played all 3 sports at a high level. I know that deserves a round of applause right there. Football, basketball, he had 18 points in the state championship, and the last 2 games, he was probably our best hitter. He would do anything to get on base, and he kept us in it in the end right there. I don't have an award for you, Keenan, but I appreciate it. Yep, you ready? First of all, we're going to go over offensive MVP. He's quality of bats. We do a little different category than just average. It's pretty much just sacrificing yourself for the team through walks, HBP, hit by pitches. Your average And then on base percentage, and that's Mr. Benjamin Burke. We got 2 co-defensive MVPs. We give out graveyard stickers. If you make a big play, you get a graveyard sticker. And defensive MVP, Benjamin Burchard and William Burnett. Pitcher of the year. He's undefeated in conference. Won a regional game for us. Won a state game for us. His ERA was below 1. We've had 3 pitchers to do that since I've been here. Austin Cross, Jaden Hill, and then pitcher of the year Bradley Beard. Man of Steel Award, that's HBP. That means you sacrifice yourself for the team, and that goes to Cody Flower. We have 4 all-conference. 1 junior and 3 seniors. First with junior Brett Bond. Cody Flowers. Benjamin Burke. All right, the last one. He was all conference, all state tournament, and he's number 1 on the all-star voting. He was actually, we don't have an MVP for the district, but he had the lowest amount of votes for the all-star and the all-state. So in most districts, you would say he's the MVP. But all-conference, all-state tournament, and he's number 1 on the all-star list. That means that there still has to be a coach picking, but he's number 1 out of our conference, and that's Bradley Beard. All right, we'll go with the Bubba Adams Award first. It's not an award, scholarship. It's been given out since 2005. I played with Bubba. He was a pitcher here in 98, or 97, 98, 99. Cindy gets to pick out who she thinks resembles Bubba. I mean, he was very gritty. I've told y'all that 100 times up here. Great baseball player. And since 2005, she's been giving out this award, and this goes to Bradley Beard. Dugan Award Memorial Scholarship. He was also the MVP of the Dugan Award tournament. It rained it out. We got to play 2 games, and he pitched both games. I think both of them were complete game shutouts, and one of them was against Pleasant Grove, which they finished the season about 28-4. So that goes to Cody Flower. Baseball season, expectations every year to win the state championship. When you lose in the end, it hurts a little bit. But these guys did a great job. 94 wins in 4 years. You can't ask for more than that. They won tons of trophies. Very proud of them. Hate to lose them, but we'll get after it next year. Up next. I have one more award, Coach. I have one more award. He played as a freshman and came back as a senior. All the time he kept asking me, I can't believe you let me come out, Coach. If he didn't have study skills with me, I probably wouldn't have. But he did every year we give out this award to somebody who knows their role, and then doesn't complain about their role. Every year, any one of these coaches can say, somebody doesn't know the role. They might be a starter, or you might bench them and then they complain about it. But this kid never had a problem out of it. He played here and there, and then he was an extra coach on the bench for the state tournament. And I don't know if you know how big this is. He called every single pitch from the dugout. So every time one of our guys were hitting, they knew exactly what was coming because he was calling. And he did that throughout the whole tournament. We didn't miss one pitch in the whole tournament. And he did a great job of knowing his role. And that goes, the Panther Award goes to Western Oregon. Okay, you can sit down.
Oh, cheerleaders here. There are some, I know. Go ahead and stand up and go over here. Miss Short's going to present him, I believe.
Mr. Nichols is going to come up as well to help distribute these. The Pom Squad, I need you to stand up as well, and we have things for you as well. Miss Cook had to leave, so I'm going to start with our high school cheerleading with Chloe Young. Jaden Altenbomber. Aaliyah Anderson. Briley Haskins. Shaylin Peacock. Mackenzie White. Autumn Hoffman. Paxton Parker. Colin Grimes. Davina Gaines. Riley Grimes. Ebony Hopkins. Sarah Huddleston. Emma Brinkle. Ainsley Patrick. Patty Wilburn. Riley Smith. Amy Newton. Let's give a round of applause for the 2018-19 cheerleaders at Ashdown High School. The Pom Squad, the dance team, Andrea Ricks. Trina Ross. Samaya Williams. Michaela Dixon. Von Joy Thomas. Anaya Pollack. And Trinity Lewis. Let's give a round of applause to the Pom Squad 2018-2019. Now volleyball. Coach Shiller.
Okay, I'm going to try and make this quick. I have a ton of things that I could say about this season. As we look over everything that these girls have accomplished, we went 18-7 overall in the conference. A lot of sports pay attention to the rankings on Max Preps, and that was really hard for us this season because as we looked, we were always ranked 6 or 7, which is really high. And even now, if you were to look at it for 2018 rankings, it says we're 4th, under 2 teams that we beat to be in the state finals. And I think that says a lot, because those losses that we have were all losses to really good teams. Even tying with Paris in a tournament who ended up winning the state championship. When I went this summer, I went to Baylor and I went to a volleyball clinic, and while I was there, when we checked in, the Baylor volleyball coach said, y'all gonna win state this year. And I kind of just laughed it off and I sat down. And honestly, I thought, why wouldn't we? And as I sat down and thought about it, there are a lot of reasons I could have said there's no way that we'll ever make a state final. When we look at the teams in Arkansas that are making the state finals, the girls are playing volleyball all year round, playing club, getting personal training lessons. There's just a lot of things. They have volleyball all around them. And we don't have that. Our conference is far. Little Rock, Hot Springs is all of our conference games. We don't have a conference game within an hour. So that makes it a lot difficult. But as I sat down and looked at all these reasons why I thought we couldn't be there, I thought about the girls that we have. And so as I sat there in that conference for 5 days at Baylor learning from some of the best coaches, I took that back to our girls and some of it was received greatly and some of it wasn't, because there were some things that were really basic and really, really hard. And as we sat down and did things like passing a ball against the wall and finding a spot, there were girls that were juniors and seniors that were saying, I can't do this. And we said, we've got to be able to do this. And so as we broke it down, our girls accomplished a lot. I'm hard on our girls. We do a lot of things the program does. The volleyball programs do. We dress up on home game days. That's not well received. But we get up in the morning and we know what our goal is that day. We dress alike on away games. We know what our goal is that morning when we wake up. And so with that, I want to recognize every girl that's on our team, because whether they were a starter or a role player for us, they were important to us, because our role players, our varsity team did not get to a state final game this year without our JV players. There's no way we're there without a competitive practice, and that's what we were able to have this year that we weren't able to have in years past. So I'm going to end up calling all girls. So if you would come forward as I call you, I'm going to go through these pretty quick. Angelina McKinn, Keely Turner, Aaliyah Bradshaw, and I'll just stay up here. Micaiah Cook, Riley Day, Jackson Richard, Austin Delozer, Natalie Flowers, okay, and I have our first year letterman, Sydney Hurd, Vaughn A. Thomas, Aaliyah Hill, Portia Randall, Casey Barton, second year letterman, Vaughn Joy Thomas, third year letterman, Trinity Lewis, Lana Huddleston, Kenya Wilson, and four-year letterman, Adasia Thompson. Hey girls, I'd like you to stay as I call these other awards. Okay, some individual awards we have. We have outstanding defense. Okay, this is the player that has to pass all of the hits coming from the opposing team, which is not easily done when you're playing some pretty big hitting teams, but as we saw this year. And that goes to Kenya Wilson. Our outstanding hitter, Adasia Thompson. Assist leader, Portia Randall. Okay, and I have a hustle award. This award wasn't too hard for us to give away. This girl, day in and day out, I mean, every practice went at 100%. And that showed from the very beginning when we were doing conditioning, hard conditioning during the summer. We had one day where we're doing a kind of CrossFit workout, and this girl was doing box jumps, which when you're doing a ton of them get very, very tiring. And she fell, and she hit her shin and bled quite a bit, and went to continue to do her box jumps while she was bleeding, and had to stop her. Postseason, we were at the CrossFit gym here in town, and she was working out, and she had counted her reps wrong. She stayed after to go back and do the reps that she felt like she missed. It's not very often you come across an athlete like that that's 100% of the time, and that's Angelina McGinn. Okay, I have a Most Improved Award. This girl went from being on our bench last year, I could look to her if I needed a last-minute defensive player, to this year playing an amazing job in this role. And so Most Improved goes to Sydney Hurd. Okay, and then some of our state awards, we have the 3A state all-tournament team. We got 3 picks due to being in the state finals. And this one goes to Kenya Wilson. Okay, we have another all-tournament team as well as all-conference. We had 2 all-conference picks, and she was one of them, and that goes to Portia Randall. I want to go ahead and mention this one even though she's not here. We do have a Panther Award, and this year that went to a girl who played her role very, very, very well. She was voted the team captain. Even though she may not have seen a lot of playing time, she had a lot of leadership skills, and her teammates saw that in her, and that's why they voted her. And so our Panther Award this year goes to Riley Day. Okay, and last but not least, I have all-conference 3A state all-tournament team. She's an all-star game participant. She was the #1 pick from our conference, and an easy pick at that, as well as an all-state in volleyball, and that goes to Adasia Thompson. In closing, I just want to say that I am so extremely thankful for Ashdown, for each one of these girls, and even more so their parents that entrusted me with them in the last 3 years that I was able to coach them. I hate not coaching next year, and that was a very hard decision for my husband and I. But thankfully I'm not going anywhere, and so I will be at every game, and I will be a crazy fan, and I'll probably be taking pictures now, which is more fun, and get to be behind the scenes. But I do want to thank everyone for their support in building this program. As leaving as a coach, this is the worst time to leave because these girls have busted their butt to build something great. And as we look at the roster for next year, I hate not being the head coach because as my husband and I compete, I should be coach of the year next year with these girls. But they're going to earn that. They're going to earn that right for somebody else, and I can't wait to see them continue to succeed. So again, thank you.
Now Coach Tillery's better half is going to come up. Really? Okay, this year we finished 18-12, 10-2 in conference. We're district champions and the regular season champions, and then district tournament champions as well. If I could, can I get my seniors up here in Kenya? Deja and Journey here? No Journey? Real quick, I just want to acknowledge these girls because this is my 4th year here. They won about 60 games in 3 years, and so I've had them for 3 years, and all 3 years they've been to the district championship game and won it twice. Been to state back-to-back years, which they hadn't been to state in over a decade, I think, since Hubbard was in high school. So that's a pretty big accomplishment there. They're a big part of our program getting turned in the right direction and being where it's at right now. So if we could give them a round of applause. Can I get my lone junior? Bonjoy. And sophomore, Bonjoy Thomas. Sophomore, come on. Go ahead, come on. We don't have quite the numbers that volleyball does. For whatever reason. I mean, the kids we got are good kids and I love them. But having said that, we had 10 this year, finished with 10. And it's the first year since I've been here that every girl has led it. So that shows you how valuable each girl, whether starting or on the bench, was. First year leader, Makai Cook. First year leader, Bonjoy Thomas. First year leader, Portia Randall. First year letterman, Larry Gentry. First year letter, Journey Bosley, who's not here. First year letter, Jakar Greenley. First year letter, Bonet Thomas. And first year letter, Lee Hill. And I had 2 3-year letters in Deja Thompson. And 3rd year letter in Kenya Wilson. Okay, because we won conference, regular season conference, and the district tournament, we get 4 all-district votes, and our second team all-district is Jakar Greenley. And second team all-district, Aaliyah Hill. Our first team, we had 2 first team all-district votes as well, and that goes to Deja Thompson. And Kenya Wilson. As far as all-state goes, the way that works is our conference gets 4 all-state votes and voted on by the coaches. We had 2 of the 4 all-state votes, and that goes to Kenya Wilson. And to Deja Thompson. Anyway, the plaque kind of sums up all their accomplishments here, but for Kenya Wilson, 2018-19 girls basketball, all-conference, all-state, 3A all-tournament, state all-tournament team, and she was our all-star nominee as well. And the next one, Deja, was all-conference, all-state, and Fox Sports area all-star. A couple of our team awards that we've done every year, and we let the team vote on them. Hubbard and I have the final say, just in case they're being crazy, because if you don't know this group, it's 10 girls with very strong personalities. They're hard but fun to coach. But on the most improved, we had a couple different girls that it could have been, which is a good problem to have because that means we've got a couple different girls that are working hard and getting a lot better. But when I look at this one, as far as from start to finish, she contributed more and more as the year went on and got to where she was a very vital part of what we're doing as far as coming off the bench and giving us good minutes, and that's Micaiah Cook. Defensive Player of the Year. Again, another one that's voted on, and it was pretty unanimous on this one. She's the girl that got the responsibility of guarding the other player's best team, which sometimes that was met with a coach. Okay, a sigh of not wanting to or just stressing about it, but she always came through and showed up. That's Jakara Greenlee. Our offensive player goes to someone that has led us in scoring for the past 3 years, averaged 15 plus for 3 years, and increased that every year that she's been here, and that's Adasia Thompson. Our most valuable player was pretty unanimous as well, and it was hard earned because Kenya went from last year and the year before being somewhat of a role player in a different role into this year having to take more of a leader's role, a scorer's role, and have the ball in her hands quite a bit. And if it sums up her MVP year she's had in the district championship game, not only did she hit the game-tying bucket with 9 seconds left, but she had 12 of the 14 overtime points to beat Fouke in the championship game, and made quite a few Fouke friends that day. But Kenya Wilson, most valuable player. Okay, and our last award is the Panther Award, and something we kind of emphasize on a day-to-day basis is having a good attitude, having great effort, and being a good teammate. And there's, again, it's a award that, as far as voting, we had a couple of different girls get it, which means we got a lot of girls with some character in our program, which is a good problem to have. But one that sticks out, and whether it be good game, good practice, bad practice, she's constantly encouraging, constantly working her butt off, and has a great attitude about it. And that's Blair Gentry. Give him a hand.
Coach Cross and Coach Pelot, I want to thank y'all for being the assistant coaches this year. There's a lot going into this, and y'all don't understand how much an assistant coach does, so I want y'all to give them a hand. I also want to thank the other coaches. We're in a regional tournament, and I turn around and I see 90% of our coaching staff at the regional tournament, not only supporting our girls in softball, but the other sports that they coach too. They're there at every event, and I appreciate that. We're going to start off with the first year letterman, Blair Gentry. Jakara Greenlee. Zoe Hurd. Vonnie Thomas. 2-year letterman, Portia Randall. Two-year letterman, Kara Ernest. Two-year letterman, Brooklyn Smith. Two-year letterman, Angelina McGinn. Two-year Aaliyah Hill. Three-year letterman, Sydney Hurd. Three-year letterman, Lana Huddleston. Three-year letterman, Bonjoy Thomas. Four-year letterman, Adasia Thompson. Four-year letterman, Kenya Wilson. A four-year letterman, Brandy Johnson. All these girls that I'm calling out, they play basketball, they play volleyball, they play softball, and they run track. They made the state level in everything. That's very impressive, girls, very impressive. We have two defensive players, Bonjoy Thomas and Aletta Huddleston. Our offensive player of the year, Adasia Thompson. Our Panther Award this year goes to somebody that comes to every practice, works hard, her attitude is great. I believe she got this in another sport too. Angelina again. All conference, Lana Huddleston. This is all conference and all state honorary mention, Aaliyah Hill. Our 2019 softball all-state, Blair Gentry. Our 2019 softball 3A conference all-state, all-star game nominee, Adasia Thompson. All conference, all-star game nominee, Kenya Wilson. Alex from the softball team, if you'll come up. Alex is our exchange student from Spain. He just happens to live with me. He really didn't know about softball, but I asked him to be one of the managers this year. He's done a really great job. Ask the girls, he does everything for them. We'd like to present you with a hat and this to take back to Spain with you.
Now the time that everybody's looking for on the last one tonight, so it'll be great. Senior girl track, if you could please walk up here, I'm gonna call your name out as you're coming up. As you're coming up, yeah, come on. Y'all look faster than that. Seniors, Colin Grimes, Tamika Hamilton and Jasmine Richards. Juniors, Chloe Anderson, Kylie Ray Cross, Davina Gaines, Ashlyn Harder, Ebony Hawkins, Carson Jones, Von Joy Thomas. Sophomores, Nick Calloway, Makai Cook, Claire Gentry, Picard Greenley, Ashlyn Johnston, Portia Randall, Brooklyn Smith, Jasmine Smith, Renee Thomas, Keely Turner, Laney Young, and freshman Morgan Billingsley, Jessica Purcell, Alicia Diggle, Denai Goss, Lakin Bryan, Zoe Hurd, Jessica Miller, Ariel Shoemate, Jasmine Young, Emily McDowell, Andrew Ricks, Jalen Wolf. And all these girls need a big hand to put up with me all year long. Coach passed out letters awards to the girls. As you get old, like I am, I can't remember how many years they've lettered, so I just give them a letter award. So I'm not going to say first, second, third, fourth, whatever. So they get an award for that. That's easier on me too, right? All right. In track, you have several different events you do. Some of them do more than others, and some of them do them really well. For all conference this year, all conference, we had Picard Greenley was all conference in the triple jump, high jump, long jump, and 4x1 relay. 4 events. Portia Randall, all conference long jump and 4x1 relay. Joy Thomas, 4x1 relay. Ebony Hawkins, 4x1 relay. Kylie Ray Cross, shot put. And Kylie Ray ended up winning the shot put this year. She threw 34.9 1/2 at the state meet after coming off wrist surgery, and we fought with that all year long, and by the end of the year she came out of it and did a great job for us. Laney Young, 4x8 relay and 800-meter run. Carson Jones, 4x8 relay. Emily McDowell, 4x8 relay. I'm ahead of y'all right now. Just get them. Davina Gaines, 4x8 relay. And Blair Gentry, discus and shot put. Second team all conference, Brooklyn Smith, 4x4 relay. Tamika Hamilton, 4x4 relay. Davina Gaines, 4x4 relay. Dania Calloway, 4x4 relay. And 300-meter hurdles. And Tanea finished third in the 300-meter hurdles this year. I really didn't know if I was going to get her to run the hurdles. She's a sophomore. When she was an 8th grader, she ran the hurdles for us, and in the 300, took a little spill at the end of the race, and really bothered her. So we had to fight with her all year long to run the hurdles. She did a great job for us. Chloe Anderson pole vault, and Chloe set the school record this year in pole vault, 9 feet 6 inches. And Jasmine Smith high jump. That's our all conference, second team all conference. flags. All right, All-State this year for the Lady Panther track team was Dakar Greenlee, #1 ranked in the triple jump. And Portia Randall, #2 in the shot put. All right, our team awards this year, most outstanding thrower. She got second place at district in the shot put and second place in the discus for us. Scored third place at the state in the discus and 5th shot put, Blair Gentry. Outstanding high jumper, Portia Randall. Outstanding high jumper with a jump of 5.2. That ranked her #2 in the state overall. Outstanding triple jumper, Dakar Greenlee. Outstanding pole vaulter, Chloe Anderson. Not here tonight. Outstanding sprinter, Bonjoy Thomas. Outstanding hurdler, Denia Calloway. Yeah, I'll pronounce her name one time. All right. Most outstanding distance runner, Laney Young. Our Panther Award this year goes to the person that works hard every day. She's a team leader. I can throw her in any event that we have out there and she's going to try her best. She may fuss about it a little bit and I'll just ask her, excuse me, and she said, yes coach, whatever. Portia Randall. And I have a special award tonight also. It started this last year. It's the Team Builder Award. And I read it last year. I'm going to bypass that this year so we can get on out of here. I know we're running time. But our Team Building Award goes to Davina Gaines. And track meets take a lot of people to work them. There are 6 field events. Our coaches spread out and help us with all 6 events. Coach Richardson, he's a starter. He's the head boys track coach. Coach Smith's our clerk. He makes sure everybody gets on the track at the right place and the right time. And I have 3 assistants and a special helper that works hard for me. And I've got a couple little awards for them. The kids aren't the only ones going to get the awards tonight, but Coach Hubbard is the best throw coach in the state. She had 3 shot putters at the state meet, and they all made, which is our version of the All-Star, the meet of champs. Coach Hubbard. And Coach McFadden does a great job for us. He works many events. He specializes in pole vault. I got something for you, Coach. Coach Tillery is our assistant junior high coach. He comes out to senior high meet. He works the events, helps us out, does a great job with that. And we could not run a meet off without Miss Coach Tillery there. And she's our announcer, our PA person. She keeps everything moving. Thank y'all.
All right, we're finishing this up now. As you see, there was a lot of individual and team awards tonight. There were a lot of state qualifiers tonight. And we will continue doing that, continue striving. Want to represent a school town ourselves, the highest level we can get. We need to continue building on what we've got going now with coaches and the athletes. We want to thank the superintendent's board tonight. We've got some board members here and the superintendent's here tonight. Parents, appreciate you being parents. It's tough now, but being and supporting these athletes. There are magazines, I believe, he said, on the front table for you guys that want the magazines of parents. I think it has the article about the state championship in there, and you can grab one or two of those on your way out. I always tell the guys this a lot, that a lot of athletics bond you together, stories you can tell for the next 30 years. Guys usually get bigger and wider and older, but the stories get better what they used to be able to do. And girls, we're going to say you just get older. And your stories continue about how good you were in whatever sport. They always are. The last thing we have tonight is Coach Wilson. Come on up, Coach Wilson. You're about to fall asleep back there. I saw you leaning back in the chair. Come on up here. This is for 30 years service in the athletics here at Ashdown, David Wilson, and we're going to have Coach Cross present that to you. And with that, we're going to end tonight. Thank you.